I have a confession to make. I like looking cool in video games. Yeah, I know, what a concept. People want to look cool when they're doing anything, especially when it's multiplayer where you have multiple people to actually show off your threads to. And I think that Final Fantasy XIV achieves this quite well through its glamour system, aka having the ugliest set of armor known to man being disguised as a bikini and slacks. By the way, 9.2 doubled the glamour dresser space, so that's fun. Video on that patch if y'all want. But it's not just clothes and such either. Weapons are another way to show off your achievements. Key word here is achievements, meaning you have to earn them without your wallet. Take notes, modern gaming. To be fair though, Final Fantasy does have paid cosmetics, but I think that it deserves a pass since, for the most part, all the paid stuff is around the same quality as the stuff that you can earn. With all of that being said, it may have taken half a fucking dynasty, but I got my first Gunbreaker Relic by completing the Resistance Weapons quests. Anyone who recognizes this or has gone through this knows all too well the full-time job I'm about to go into. And this took me like 2 months to get, so you know I'm gonna milk it for content. So y'all better appreciate the crap that I had to go to get this sword, because it's not even good stats-wise for Endwalker Endgame. So first, I needed to start the actual quest line. It's not too hard, you can get it in Kugane after a few Alliance raids. Then you will be introduced to the Bozjan Front. Prepare to get very familiar with this. You talk to a few NPCs, and on your first go around, you get the first of 3 relics for free. Except there's one thing missing, this is lame, and we have to go further. Now, what I'm about to go into is a long list of time-consuming grinds stuck at level 80 that had me asking myself, is this really what I pay monthly for? The answer is yes. Yes, I do. Why not get your free company to help you grind, I hear you saying? Well, I'm just too stubborn to join a free company, and even if I was in one, I'm sure they would absolutely love to do fates for 4 straight hours. So the first real step is getting 20 tortured, sorrowful, and harrowing memories of the dying from fates and critical engagements in the Bozjan Front for a total of 60 with the non-guaranteed drop rate, and if you've gotten this far, this is what you have to look forward to. Next was much less painful, and that's 6 bitter memories, which I got by just doing 6 level 60 dungeons. But more fate grinding is an available option, but trust me when I say this, take what little breaks from that you can get, because you're gonna hate these by the time you're done. Next was 15 loathsome memories of the dying. What's that? The fastest way is to do Castrum 3 times? The large-scale raid in Bozja that only happens once every hour? That you're not even guaranteed a spot in because it can fill up before you have a chance to get there? Yeah, and the worst part is, this is the easiest and most laid-back part of the process, so let that sit in. Next was 18 haunting and vexatious memories of the dying from fates from Gira Abania and the Far East. Also not guaranteed drops, and you don't even have the perk of having a lot of help like in Bozja. Alternatively, you can get 3 at once by doing Alliance raids for those areas, which I did for the haunting memories because Void Ark is probably my favorite Alliance raid in the game. But doing it 6 times in succession was still annoying. After this, I had to get 15 time-worn artifacts by running Palace of the Dead or Delirium. Not guaranteed for Palace of the Dead, but your drop rate increases the higher floor you're on, and Delirium drops 3 every time. Now, I had to do Palace of the Dead because Delirium is not like other raids. The max amount of time it'll let you wait to get in the instance is 10 minutes, regardless of how many people are with you, meaning I was put into this 24-man raid alone. The Echo, no matter how powerful, is not going to save you here. However, running the Deep Dungeon did actually help me level some of the other classes, which I was doing anyway, so this ended up being a nice bonus since I was already running Palace to begin with. Now, here's the step that almost broke me. The 3 quests, spare parts, tell me a story, and a fond memory. Quests that could be done in Zandalore or in raids. I needed to get 30 compact axles, 30 compact springs, 30 copies of Battle for the Realm, 30 copies of Beyond the Rift, 30 bleak memories of the dying, and 30 lurid memories of the dying. Half of these come from fates, and the other half come from critical engagements, which give 2 at a time. So this means that I had to participate and succeed in a minimum of 90 fates and 45 critical engagements, not including all the times that they spawn and I couldn't complete them on my own. So not only was this a grind that I not only had to do in the first place, but it was one that I could reasonably only do during the busy hours of the day, since Zandalore is much less populated than Boja most times. And while you think the raids would be better, it's not. It's not at all. Yes, the raids themselves can be beaten in like 8 minutes at most, but the queue times, even for tanks, can be pretty stupid. I cannot tell you how many hours I spent crunching away at fates while zoning out listening to Asmongold and Game Grumps in the background. Now, luckily, after that, the next step felt like a cakewalk. 15 raw emotions, which can be gotten in many ways, but I just ran the burn dungeon 12 times and 1 roan of delirium because I needed it for a Boja quest anyway. Returning with those, and bada bing, bada boom, blades resolve. It's glorious, and I'm never gonna do this again. Now, why am I telling you all this? Well, one, because I needed to convince myself that I was being productive while grinding for this, and also to showcase that by having blades resolved, which was earned, I can show off the achievement by having it. And this kind of thing isn't the case with other games, which is why I think that I care even more about this one past the surface level look of the item in question. Although an argument could be made that buying things on the market board still counts as just buying it, I do think that it's a little unjustified since you still have to earn the guild to get them, and not just swipe your credit card. Really, this whole video is just a plea for cool earned cosmetics to become the norm again, because I am kind of tired of player expression being put behind a price tag. Also, no spoilers for the new patch, but the Island Sanctuary is actually pretty fun, if not a little bit mind-numbing. But yeah, I'm about done with this. Sorry if this video has been a bit unorganized. I just started college, so I've been adjusting a whole lot, and not a whole lot of time has been set aside for this. So the time between uploads will probably make the algorithm overlords very unhappy, but I'll still churn these out as I can. Once again, I'm in the Genova server, and yes, I said Genova because everyone was very quick to correct me in the last video, and yeah, see y'all later.